Hi, I'm Layla, and I am currently a penultimate student at National University of Singapore, and I'll be graduating this December. I major in finance, and I've had experiences in market research, finance, and business development. What about you? Do you want to share a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, for sure. So I'm Anna Engblom. I'm the managing director for Volvo Trucks in Southeast Asia, Japan, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. So I run a regional sales office out of Singapore.
Okay. And as a regional director, what are some key tasks that you will take, and what is your daily life like?
Yes, I would say as a managing director, you have multiple roles. So there's no day that's similar to the other day. It's both long-term strategy. So now, for example, we're looking into our 2030 strategy. Then, of course, it's very short-term. So what are the daily sales numbers that we need to bring in? So it's really long and short-term.
I see. And I believe you've been in Volvo for quite a long time.
Yeah.
What do you think is your favorite thing about Volvo? Is it culture, the people, and what kept you so in Volvo for so long?
I think one thing that made me stay for a long time is that I had really good bosses. So that means probably the culture. I really enjoy the culture. It's a lot about giving the opportunity and also the authority to the front line. So I think early on, I got a lot of opportunities, and I also got a lot of opportunities to grow.
Okay. Is there a specific example that you really remember?
There's one specific example. I got my first managerial role when I was 30. And at that time, I was pregnant with my first child. So I was about to go home on parental leave. But nevertheless, I got the opportunity to, to be promoted, even though they knew that I would be gone. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there's definitely equality in the firm. And do you have any advice for? I would say, because we're both females, is there any advice for corporate women and in the corporate space, and how do you make it a safer space for them to, speak up? Because as of what I know, a lot of studies show that women are less likely to speak up in workplaces or negotiate for salaries. And what do you think Volvo does about making it a safer space for women?
I think for one is that we work a lot with diversity. So we believe in diversity and diverse teams. And then diversity can be more than gender. But if we talk about male, female, we have a target to have at least 35 female managers.
Oh, wow.
So that means that we really work on that. Then, of course, truck business, you can think of that as a male dominant business. So I've typically been in those kind of roles. I think, I've always felt respected. I think as a woman, you should choose a company that respects you. You should not change anything to be respected. If you don't feel respected, I think you should change. So that's my best advice.
Okay, great. That's great. And maybe lastly, because this is a internship career fair, is there any advice you would give to graduating students who are stepping into their career?
I think there's always a reality of how many jobs are available, and what maybe your expectations in terms of salary and growth. But I still believe you're early on in your careers.
Okay.
You have a lot of opportunities to change. It's not the end of the world if you start in a place and it's not what you expected it to be. So I think you can say in a way choose wisely, but I think choose any opportunity and grow from there. I think that's more important. So, there might be a lot of opportunities that you think is something, and it might turn out to something completely different. So stay open and show up and interact as much as possible with people.
Nice. And lastly, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do. Because I recently had a seminar and there were some questions, and some of that is around what in you and your friends, what are you looking for at a company? So what can we do to become more attractive as an employer?
I think firstly I shared a little bit about what I'm looking for is whether the company is willing to invest in early talents. And when I say invest in early talents, it's not just because we know that a lot of companies, to cut costs, to be lean in operations, they would prefer to hire top executives right into the company. So in the case where you are starting to hire earlier career individuals, is there a plan, or is there a positive feedback loop for the young individual for them to develop and eventually take up a more significant role in the company? I think if the company is able to offer more concrete or more a better planned career pathway for individuals, I think that would be something very attractive for me. And definitely the culture, how people treat each other. Is the relationship equal? Is there good communication? I think these are the things I personally look for. But I know a lot of my colleagues or friends, they might be looking for work-life balance or monetary benefit. So I think it ranges quite a bit. Yeah. Personally, I think people and the company culture is what I really value. Yeah. Okay.
We're very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you very much for having this interview. And do check out Volvo's internship and full-time vacancies. It's definitely a good company.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you so much.
Thank you.